always end up in a situation where I need to learn how to dance when I host this show. I do not know why. But tell us about the new song. I know your name is Kymo and not Kymo.
You know, actually, my dad calls me. My dad goes like, Kymo. So like, Kymo. You know.
So why didn't you just spell it how Kenyans would know? It's definitely Kymo and not, because it's Kymo. So people like me who wang everything are like, oh, so Kymo and Stigah are going to be on the show tonight.
I think I'm inventing a language. So the pronunciation has nothing to do with the way it's written. Just call me Kymo, please. People should stop calling me Kymo, Kymo, you know, Kymo. I'm thinking keyhole, what? Kymo? Yeah.
Tell me about you guys. How did you start? What's happening with your hair? You know, things like those.
With my hair, well, I just thought, unajua, kipara ikiingia, you think of an alternative.
So planting some new hair.
Planting a hair. So I went and planted some hair. You know, I sleep with it, wake up with it. No one touches it. Even my wife.
Do you wear a headscarf when you sleep?
Inakaa hivyo ndo maana
stocking.
Iko hivyo.
Unavaa ile stocking ya watu wale wanafaa kitambo ile ya kusuia nywele kupata blanketi.
Where did you guys find each other?
Interesting question.
Tulipatana kitambo.
Okay, so if you use that accent, I'll not take anything you say seriously.
So
okay, go.
Nipeleke ile side ingine.
No, it's fine, just proceed.
Anita, sasa ukicheka sasa watu wata bwana.
Okay.
Tumekuwa marafiki.
Okay.
We've been friends.
Okay, you can go back. It's fine. I'm done. I've composed myself.
Okay.
We're good.
Anita is back.
All right.
So we've been friends for some time by the way. Tumekuwa mabeste for 10 years.
Okay.
And tulishikanishwa na mziki. So when I was hustling in Nairobi some time back, I was introduced, or rather we were introduced to each other by his music teacher.
Yeah.
And then we started doing music, and then I realized akona studio. We get to the studio, listen to some few tracks and the song he does, and then we start doing stuff. And since then, we've been buddies and we've been doing music.
Okay.
But separately though, at some point, that is around
2006, huh?
Yeah.
That's when we met, eh? We met in 2006. Started doing music. I went into more like producing him instead of us like singing together. Then Sai tumekam na Dhitima together as Kymo and Stigah. We thought, well, I mean, we used to do something together, so why don't we come back and try to create together like we used to in those days, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how, you know, Dhitima and, you know, what's going on is Kymo and Stigah. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about, first of all, I'm sure I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's Gathigiriri.
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 Can you say it? Can you say Gathigiriri?
Gathigiriri.
Like Gathigiriri. Can you say Gathigiriri?
Gathigiriri. What are you saying?
I'm saying Gathigiriri. Can you say that?
It's a Kikuyu word, right? What does it mean?
It is a Kikuyu word. Okay, basically it's supposed to be Dhigiriri.
Dhigiriri.
Dhigiriri is that small ant, eh? You know, that small ant. Eh? Now put in ga, it makes it unaifupisa.
Unakafanya kadogo.
Unakadogesa.
A very small one.
Unakafanya kadogo. So it becomes Gathigiriri.
Okay.
And then, which is in Kijaluo, Ochungulo. So it is Kauchungulo.
So what's Kauchungulo? What does that mean?
Kauchungulo is still the same word.
Okay.
Now it is now Gathigiriri in Luo.
In Luo.
In
All
Luo,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
So the song, you asked about the song. So the song is basically about what we are Christians. We subscribe to the faith, and the good book.
How far back
us,
did that start?
I've actually, the funny bit is, many wale watu yopasi, unajua. So, you know, I grew up in a Christian, family, and but nilianza kukua Christian. I mean, kukua serious in high school. You know, that's when you're mature enough to understand what's going on. So nimekuwa pretty much in the Christian, Christian faith, Christian background. Yeah. So Stigah.
Yeah, and I got born again around that time. It's the same story. Okay, mine is different. I've been raised in a Christian family, but then I come across Kymo, and then we become buddies, and then we grow together. We go to Keshas together. We become as in Christian accountable brothers, right. and that's how we got going.
All right. So this song has to do with David and Goliath from the video.
From the video.
Okay.
Which one?
No.
Dhitima. Ama this one?
No, we're talking
The
about
Gathigiriri.
Gathigiriri.
No,
Yes.
No.
Oh, so because I saw how there was a giant and then there was the small. Oh, okay, fine. Totally misread it. Now explain to us.
Okay. Basically, inamaanisha your God is bigger than all your, all
your
the things that you actually perceive are really huge. Before God, they're really small.
Yeah.
So we are really trying to diminish those things that we elevate and try to show that, like, they're taking over our lives and our problems. Our God is actually much bigger than that. So that's what we were, trying to bring out in the video. And with our creative director Kabiwa Jesus was like, he heard the song, he was like, what? Ingoma ni kali. Nipe 2 weeks nifikirie. So he came up with the concept, why don't we make some people wadogo kabisa and some people really big, and then try to bring the the relativity.
Yeah.
Yo, msee mmoja ni mbigi, mwingine ni mdogo.
Yeah.
Play around with it. Yeah.
Who writes the songs?
We both write. Okay, interestingly, how we do our music is interesting because we just put the beat and then we jam, and then we write as we record.
Are you fine? Are
I'm
we good
okay,
to
I'm
go?
okay.
Alright.
I'm trying to
I
see
know how
clearly.
you feel. That's why I made sure mine was up today.
Yeah.
Unaingianga kwa macho, kwa meno saa zingine, it's very stressing. Are you
Tuko
fine?
pamoja. I'm learning,
Yeah,
I'm learning these things.
It's, I know it's a tough life.
Yeah.
It's not easy to be a woman.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
This is
Sorry.
Yeah.
So now when it's
Navumilia.
hot, do you normally feel like itching?
kidogo.
What
Even
you-
on
Scratch like this.
kidogo tu. Kauchungulo style.
Okay, fine.
It's kauchungulo scratching.
Oh, that's what we call it now.
It's Kauchungulo scratching.
now
Yes.
we-
Kauchungulo
we've
scratching.
created
Hashtag
it that way.
Ochungulo scratching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what the hashtag, which people should be using, which is Hey Anitan, hashtag the trend, what that has to say right now. Christine, over to you.
Yeah, talking about his hair, just Potaka is asking, hiyo nywele ya Kymo ni natural ama ni farasi?
Ooh. Kimwa kuna farasi ilikufa ndio kae poa leo.
Unajua hizi nywele zangu since nipate kitu inaitwa kipara, unajua lazima uende kujua you don't want the kipara, so you're trying to kidogo. So Yesu amesaidia.
Are you team natural ama team farasi?
I don't know.
What does that say about you? You decided to embrace your kihara.
Mine is just as simple as it is, as in kuingia tu inafanywa hivyo, but
Uchomo inajua?
ni simple. You should try it, by the way.
Hey, no.
By the way,
I
you put
tried
it
it
as
4
a
years
share.
ago and I cut it really short, but it's finally grown back. Amen to that. Christine, over to you before they come up with any worse ideas.
All right, James Okoth saying, yes, you're the real Jadwong, Kymo and Stigah are on point.
Great.
Most
Thank
definitely. Damilo saying, the songs are funny, actually. Where do we classify them? Atini gospel?
All right. Your songs are funny, but
Yes.
yet they're trying to send a message at the same time. So where should they be classified?
Mi nasemaga it really much ni wewe ndo utadecide, ukitaka kuita gospel, ukitaka kuita secular, ukitaka, as long as message yangu imefika, ama as long as message ya Kymo Stigah is out there, that's all we care about.
But the moment,
No?
just to add something on that, content speaks for itself, or rather content interprets itself. So you listen to something and then what message is it passing? If it is a biblical message, as in, of course, you know how to classify that, as in it's black and white, nothing is gray. It is what it is. It is what you get. Biblical stories, we are telling, we are preaching our faith, which we subscribe to, which is Christianity, and our music will be that for as long as we know.
Most gospel artists, and for this reason get a little offended, is when they're not nominated for awards which are specifically for gospel artists.
Yeah.
Would that be a problem for you guys if you were not nominated in that particular section of awards?
Not being nominated?
Because of because your music falls under, as much as you say, it has a mess, it's just about the message, doesn't matter if it's gospel or secular.
Yeah.
Most artists feel in the area where they fall, or the
Yeah.
message they're trying to send,
Yeah.
they deserve some sort of recognition for it.
Yeah.
So would you have a problem if you were not recognized where the message of God awards are involved?
I don't think that would be an issue, because first of all, we are not really looking for recognition. That's not our main purpose.
Okay.
Our main purpose is to really, pass out a message. And speaking on that, we've been nominated for Groove Awards.
I was just asking.
Hallelujah.
All right,
So,
that's great.
yeah.
Na kama munge nominate, munge kasirika?
Okay, I don't know. Maybe there's a part of us that will see maybe hakuna recognition, but we will deal with it graciously by God's grace, you know. But again, I think at that point, when someone is not nominated, I don't know if it's the responsibility or maybe the guys who we had applied, send the nominations, maybe to send an email and saying the reason why we did not nominate you is because blah, 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 blah. And then you will maybe know, should I work on my content or should I work on my content?
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
But to add on that, we're not really trying to put our content to, you know, to suit guys like, you know, guys, is this good enough for you? You know, we want to put out what God has put in us.
Yeah.
As in, this is what God has told us to, you know, to bring out. Not really like trying to seek people's approval, you know, because at the end of the day, it's all about God's approval. Has God approved you? Has God approved you? Then you're good to go.
There's something that you guys do that I think is really, really cool, because there's a problem we have in this country, and it's tribalism.
Yeah.
And you guys have found a way to breach that in the best way possible. You're both from a different tribe, but you embrace the, what word do I use? Is it the accent from a different tribe?
Yeah.
And you make it sound so cool and so funny, and you find everybody singing along to it, regardless of the tribe they fall under.
Yeah.
That is absolutely brilliant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that's great. And now we're going to go to Christine, and you can tell us what the interwebs are saying.
Yes, there's a challenge for you, but just before that, our passenger
Oh
is
my
saying
days.
Gathigiriri is an absolute hit, amazing, guys. And then Brian the King is saying Anita should do the Gathigiriri. I don't even know how to say
Very
it.
dance,
yeah.
Hata sisi tuchekele vile unachekelea kina Kymo.
Take the challenge.
All right.
Yes,
of
Anita, take
course.
the challenge.
I never ever turn down a challenge.
Yeah.
Never turn down a challenge.
Never, ever.
Ever, ever. So how are we going to go about this?
Do we do the dance right now?
Yes, show me how to do the dance, and then we introduce the song,
Yeah.
Okay.
and it plays for everybody to see.